There's got to be a way you get notified that early because I still wasn't even close to being ready. Welcome to the stream, JP. Welcome to the stream, Sentinel. How is it going, guys? Getting a way late start for one of the weirdest reasons ever, but I left my phone in my closet, so I didn't hear the alarm go off. Then I got to take my wife to get her car before too long, and then I'm on a flight today to Chicago. That should be a lot of fun. Hopefully for the last time for a little bit. But I figure first we can at least test out a few more things. You guys want to see our 4-man? For some reason in the update, whatever happened, this would never show up. I had it a long time ago, but it wouldn't show up, and now it's showing up. So I wanted to kind of show you guys that. But first, I need to put the right people in. Some people went through and like had their stuff fixed up, so I want to make sure we're getting some good footage of them. Well, this is a powerhouse team here, huh? So we changed Tyson's name, though, to Tia Tyson. Just double checking. I don't think we... I don't think we have the hearts either. Where's Holly? We got to get Holly. And then for the last, let's put Witcher in there. What is going on, Dave? Welcome to the stream, brother. Have you seen your short? Paul, what is going on to this going on this morning? What is going on to the welcome to the stream, brother. Man, glad I'm not traveling to Virginia today. Think there's anything? Do you think there's anything we need to change with this arena? Crimson's a bad, bad lady.
The following is an elimination match. Introducing first, from the pits of hell, Crimson.
The only thing about her entrance I wish they would do is switch that camera when she disappears into the smoke, switch it faster. And to catch her like all smoke, but you wouldn't be able to tell because she walks into the smoke and it's white, and then it flips around and it's still all white, and then she walks out of the smoke, you know what I mean? Look at her sizing you up. Freaky! Yeah, that's what I was going for, too. That old-time feel, updated, though.
And her partners, from Sin City, the Relentless My.
Maybe now. I think the entrance is perfect for Mimi. Like, you got the mohawk, you have like that punk rocker type attitude. It's kind of like the bad attitude plus the fun mixed in. It's like, look, I tried to be serious, but it's just not working out right. Don't cross me. We'll get serious again. This is one of my favorite types of matches, and we're going to start seeing this a lot more. I even took the time limit off now. But this is one of the few match styles that you can be knocked out in. Because if you don't do that, this match will go on forever.
And from Laredo, Texas, T. Jones.
I say it all the time, but TJ's got one of my favorite finishing moves that we've named the Golden Hammer. Coming off that top rope DDT, it looks like it works a lot more. She has missed it still, which is good. Like, I think it's one of those like high impact, high risk, high reward, you know, which I hope that never changes. And one of the best entrances ever. It's one of the few that has all that pyro happen. It has all that pyro happen even before she comes out. Like, it's just pyromania. Non-stop. And then they're like, man, we got to put out the fire. And then she's like, hold on. Let's not be putting out that fire so soon. Goes off at just the right time. Fire's still going off. They're still trying to suppress the fire on stage, but you just can't suppress the Phoenix fire. Now, two things, right? One, two. What's crazy is it looks like they changed the angle of the X Pyro as one of the things in the update. Because remember, when she would do this and we had it right and they would flip back to that different camera angle, we would get to see one of the pyro pieces going off, but it always looked like it was going like into the upper deck, like where people were, right? So it looks like they've taken it from like this and just fixed it a little bit. So the interesting thing too about some of these things, we're going to start seeing some of the entrances on the shorts, we're going to start seeing them twice. Some people, I tested some things out that didn't work out, so we're just going to re-release them so that we can get them out. Give them a better shot. They won't be the exact same ones. They will be different, but we'll get them out there. And today, we're even going to change the times all starting tomorrow. But today, this will be the last one that appears at 9:30 Eastern. Now it'll start appearing at 8:30 Eastern. And 4:30 Eastern will be the 2 times we release that. Hey, what's going on, Angel? Welcome to the stream, brother. It was amazing. It was a lot of fun.
From Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Pamela Hart.
Definitely talk about that here in just a second. But Pamela Hart, she is a new addition to our universe mode this year. We have probably 5, 10 like brand new additions, but she's new to the Hart sisters. So if you go all the way back to season 1, there's 3 Hart sisters. 2 of them, I almost did the bird there. 2 of them though never came back, but Bobby came back. And the last year, Bobby brought Holly with her, and then this year they brought Pamela with her. So, and Pamela, in all the testing I've ever done, you guys are about to see it now. She's tough. Yeah, that was a good one. And then the new look for Holly Hart.
From Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Holly H. Hart.
Now, it's funny, too, with Holly H. Hart. Think about that. That's Triple H. That's why it's Holly H. Hart. Bad thing right now about our Bark Squad is if I don't take them to see Mama, they let you know how they got their nickname. Yeah, it's definitely at a different angle. It used to be like this. It's not a big deal, but it used to look like it was firing up into that last row there. Angel went back and watched the match, apparently.
And from Houston, Texas, the Witch.
One of only 2 bike entrances, and you know what's funny? Rebecca keeps challenging Witcher for the bike. Are they going to do that this year? At some point, I mean, we haven't really put masks on the line, and we really haven't put bikes on the line. Stuff that we could definitely do for sure. What's funny too with Witcher's move or entrance, we changed that last part because I liked the beginning, but I just didn't like the last part of it. Now it works very well. So that's interesting. The smallest wrestler I think in the match right now is Miss Scorpion. And obviously the largest female competitor we have is Crimson. Yeah, with Paul, yeah. Didn't see it, but I'll get to see it here in a little while. Now, is it just the same thing with different colors? Because I heard that's what it was going to be. What? Now I gotta go see. Now I gotta go see it. I gotta go see it now. Wow, you know that takes... That takes almost, like with sharper, that takes almost big gold. The John Cena title. That takes a lot of titles and kind of mixes them into one. I mean, that I like. I like that a lot. I think they need to do that with the other belts. And the other thing is, I think that they need to do... The other thing I think they need to do is rename the titles. Stop with the World and the Universal title. That doesn't even sound right. You can't have two shows, Raw and SmackDown, and then be like one has the World title and one has the Universal title. Okay, so which one's bigger? Universal title, obviously. Doesn't work if you want to have two brands of wrestling, right? I would have a Raw, just like we do here. Have a Raw World title. That's why I do it this way. Have a Raw World title, have a SmackDown World title, have in our case, a Stampede World title, and have a Universal World title. Hey, what's going on, Cross? Welcome to the stream, brother. We'll see what's funny, and I did this on purpose. Like, I did this with a purpose. The men have a bike title with GC Raw, and the women have a bike title with Richard. We just never wrestled for them. Hellrose Italics. It sounds like the peril of dogs. No, the peril of digital. Now, right now, we're having this match style randomly, right? Falls count anywhere. You'll see coming up that it's tough to get the falls to count in the ring because there's too many people. Until like you get kind of towards the end a little bit. See, you're starting to see more and more and more of that, but I've got to fix. I'll fix that as it goes along in the year. Oh, the Mia Moore. And it'll be funny too as we go along trying to get the right mix of people in these matches, like the right mix of a person in the match. Looks like Mimi's like totes my goats. Tag matches, totes. I don't know about this year, but every year in 19 and in 22, totes was on another level. I wouldn't say in a tag team match long. You tag me in, I do whatever, I hit somebody, and then I get right back out. Now, because we're not inside the universe mode right now, that I'm just showing you one of the match types that we're going to start seeing a lot more of in universe mode. It won't even be at every single pay-per-view necessarily. We'll use this kind of match type, and the War Games will be like the pay-per-view version of this. But we'll use this as, like, if there's actions like the New World Order and the Heart Foundation of these guys, they'll be having these types of matches, you know what I mean? Trying to settle what's going down. They'll have their tag matches, and they'll have their singles matches, but I think this will be like flip it now. It works a lot different. Like, it does take longer in this one, but I think at least what keeps happening is the action. Like, I watched a match last night where it got down to 1-on-3, and Jane almost came back and won the whole thing. It was one move. She was one move away, and how it fell. The other team finally got it turned back around and hit her, but she'd been beat down. I was like, there's no way she's going to be able to do this. And the next thing you know, here it comes. Yeah, there you go. That might be a thing, too. Battle for the bike match, exactly right. It's funny, I've had ideas on how to set stuff like that up, and now we're able to, I think. But you can see there, like, Crimson, like, they do their job a lot better now. Like, gave her a chance. You can tell, like, Phoenix and Mimi, I've done their tag team stuff, whereas Crimson I have not. So they do much cooler, like, tag team moves and getting in and out. What's going on? JD, welcome to the stream, brother. How you been? No worries. No worries. Crimson, God, dog, like, just a beast. See, this is the other thing that'll happen. So, like, TJ just went and knocked out the entire team, but that did give the Scorpion a chance to get up, and then she throws him right out into the mix. Oh, that is a big punch. I mean, Chaos might end up on one of our shows sometime. Who knows? See, now Miss Scorpion goes over to try to do the same thing TJ did. It doesn't always work. Like, for her, it seemed to work very well. But then for Miss Scorpion, she went over and tried to do the exact same thing. Did not work. That's how it goes sometimes. Look at her moving a lot more slow. Gets over, gets Holly, but Holly seems to be moving kind of slow too. So now we're really going to start seeing, because when it starts happening, and remember, people can be knocked out in this match. When it starts happening, it'll start happening quick. Okay, that's a lot. I don't know how you type that fast. Like, it feels like maybe you've got it. It's already been copied. So see, like TJ, I think, Miss Scorpion, they're like, you start seeing the side wrestlers on the side, like, not even prompted, maybe throwing punches, right? You get too close, and that's how it used to be in wrestling games, if you guys remember. If you got too close to the wrestler's sidelines, they'd reach out. They're like AT&T, they reach out and touch someone. And because it's false count anywhere, you can be knocked out on the outside of the ring. So that's one. See, so that's the thing. On the outside of the ring, you'll start seeing more and more, like, you can actually get out there and do things. You know what I mean? So look, Phoenix is like, one good turn deserves another, but look, Holly's like, not this time. Apparently Pam's okay with it. Nope, no, she's not. Look, Miss Scorpion on another level doesn't even see Phoenix come up over that top rope like that. And Crimson blocks. I mean, that's perfect teammate move right there. So you see where the CAWs will start getting involved. The only thing is, I think they get a little too much involved in what's going on the sidelines when the other wrestlers in the ring. Like, it's good for the most part, but then sometimes it's like too much, you know what I mean? Holy cow, that was a big wall of text. Let me reread that, Angel. Yeah, and see, that's how that should go, and I think that's kind of how we're going to do it as well. So what are they calling that title, though? Like, if Roman Reigns is still bringing his titles to the one show, then what do they call the other title? Wow, look at that, Miss Scorpion. Not taking it to another level. Gets in a double team move. Phoenix still kicks out, though. Yeah, JB, that's a lot. All I would be doing is reading your texts. I can't. It's a lot to read. Fun. It's fun to read, but it's a lot. World Championship. See, that's why you don't have two separate brands technically. Like they're always going to be the same. It's just these guys wrestle on one show and those guys wrestle on another. Because you can't have two brands of wrestling. You have one world title and one universal title and be like, oh, the universal title is bigger than the world title. Or they're the same. No, they're not. You have a world title. Both brands can have a world title, and then I think there should be one universal title. Like one to rule them all, and then that one guy, not everybody, not their whole faction, that one guy can defend it back and forth. Now, they may have the world title and the universal title, right? But they would have the SmackDown. Oh, see, that's a knockout right there. So now it's back to a 3-on-3 match, and this is where it starts getting a little bit quicker. So it takes a little bit in the beginning, but I think so far, like, what do you guys think? I think it ends up being, especially if I was commentating. I'm not commentating right now, but it would be a very interesting match, I think. Pamela's out, Bobby. Oh, this was the move. You say that was the move. This is why, like, you have to be able to knock competitors out.
A competitor has been eliminated.
That was the move that knocked out the first one. See, now Crimson's down on the ground, unable to jump in. Crimson's still down on the ground. So now it's Crimson versus three of them. Pamela, Holly, and the Scorpion. Now this is a new thing where they're not moving. Normally they would leave. They would walk out of the arena. Jeez Louise. I'm not saying you gotta delete the messages. Like, you don't have to delete them by any means, but JD's having fun. I get it. Now look, it's down now to a 2-on-1 match. This is where it starts getting compelling, when like you eliminate one of the people and then now it's like uneven. Especially this way. I mean, I could see this being a real thing. Like Crimson, you would believe, unless they just focus and focus and focus and focus on them. Hey, what's going on, Bama? Welcome to the stream, brother. The smallest wrestler. You guys remember how the match started? Crimson and the Scorpion. It's funny that they chose that as the default championship or the default victory motion because that is a default entrance. So yeah, no, it is, but without a doubt. Okay, let's look at the men. I wish the tournament thing was in universe mode where you could have a tournament and not just a tournament over. You set a tournament and round one would be on this show, and round two on this show, and round three would be on the pay-per-view event. So maybe it only lets you put it in certain places so that it culminates at the pay-per-view event, the final event. If you guys haven't played the tutorial, you own the game and haven't played the tutorial to unlock the uh, the ring that they're practicing in, that you practice in, the performance center, you have to play through the tutorial. I haven't done it yet, but that's what you have to do. This is the other thing that you can also do in an 8-man. So this is another version, except this is 4 two-man teams instead of 2 4-man teams. Now you have 4 two-man teams. This is how we used to always do it. Let's look at our Stampede Arena. So let me look real quick. So we need Danny. And I think Danny even has a new entrance anyway. So let's grab Danny. These aren't going to be like their normal real tag teams, which will make it interestingly hard to follow. Let's put Danny, since they're both masked and Bama together. Let's get Rowdy. See, it wants to go to Eagle right away, but I don't want him. I want him to come out individually, so let's go Rowdy and Digital. That's not even fair. Well, hold on. We did Digital yesterday, didn't we? Let's go Rowdy. And let's go Simba. Let's go Night Violator, who will be the biggest guy once again in our universe. Ooh, wouldn't this be fun? Night Violator and Little Kempty Watson. I could find the Ks. And then for the last team, we did Dragunov yesterday. Let's go Dave. I don't think we did Dave yesterday. Let's go Dave and Ed Cardoza. Yeah, all these guys I did something with, so we just need to get some more tape on them. Now, this is one of those matches. This is one of those matches where it's a tornado tag match, so they're all in the ring at the same time. They're all fighting, but it's an elimination match. So when it gets down to the end, you get into some strategy. I wonder how the game is going to handle it. So it's handled other things well. I haven't even tested out this match, so this would be super cool to see. Like if it got down to Bama and Rowdy and Night Violator and Kempty were still in the ring, those two should pair up to take out at least one of them. Because once they take out, if one of them gets taken out, in the the one of the first two get taken out, then it's a 2-on-1 match. You don't want that. So is the game AI smart enough to now this year to take out the other one? We might not even see it this match, but hopefully. So this will be testing the AI.
Is a fatal four-way tag team match. Introducing first, representing the Four Horsemen from New York, New York, weighing in at 304 pounds, one half of the undisputed World Tag Team Champions, the Enforcer, Rowdy Hunt.
This is actually Rowdy's old entrance. As an ode to the old entrance, we put it as his title entrance. So if he has a title belt on and comes out as a single without the other half of the tag team, that's what it looked like. But the one thing is that still those title entrances, even though they fix it to where now you've got the individual motions as well, you still don't have the pyro with it. Like you still can't go in and do the pyro, even if you've got the pyro set up, even if you've got the exact same entrance set up. So I hope they fix that. I hope the pyro always remains the same regardless of the entrance. And then I could do what I wanted to do. You know what I mean? As far as how they walk in.
Weighing in at 237 pounds, King Silva.
Now Silva actually has a different look if you look at him. We did this on stream where we went in and kind of fixed his look a little bit. We had the right idea, I think. It's just a few things that I didn't like the way they were executed, so we went back in. I think we got it now. I think this is much better. I like the fact that you still have the American Alpha stuff, but instead of just the Eagles, you also have the Lion on there too. Much more fitting to Silva. Oh, I will. I just can't tell you during the entrance parts. I'll tell you during the match, though, for sure.
And from Authority Megacorp HQ, weighing in at 455 pounds, the Violator.
I don't think this is appreciated as much as it should be. Look at Violator's mask. That is on another level. To get it to do that took a bit. It's like this real balance between how light or dark that orange color is to bring out the darker colors of the mask, but still look normal. Like, not normal, realistic. Like, the texture is amazing, I think. I'll tell you a secret here in a second, Eagle Digital, to make the controllers easier. So we get into the match. We'll talk about the fishing trip, and we'll talk about the controls of this game. Oh, that's true.
And from New York, weighing in at 229 pounds, Kid T. Watson.
It's funny, that's one thing I got to change on Kempty. He's not from New York, he's from Austin, Texas. So we got to get that fixed. But I think everything else on there looks good, and I love. It's one of the very first wrestlers that I made actually was Kempty, because I love the mask part of it. You know, very Zorro-esque, but. Seems like it'd be easy to get off his head during a wrestling match, but nobody's gotten it off yet, so I don't know. It's funny, I didn't actually.
And from Montgomery, Alabama, weighing in at 248 pounds, Bandit Boy.
So that is. I like the jacket better now that we got it all set up. It almost looks like it's a little bit reflective, which wasn't the intention when I downloaded it, but I like the look a lot more that way. And right there where he takes the motion and it looks like he throws off the glasses. I wish you could put glasses on him and then that would actually work. But it doesn't. Thank you, baby. If he had glasses on, he'd just go through the same motion. Even if you use the same glasses that the other wrestler used, it would just be, but the glasses would still be there. Yeah, and that's what we kind of wanted with Violator. We wanted him to be the guy, like, because he's also, like, the guy who backs up GC Rock, like, I say protector, but not really protector. Bodyguard, maybe-ish type person.
And from Manchester, England, weighing in at 253 pounds, the legend, Danny Lance.
I like, Danny used to come out to a different entrance, but I like almost the nonchalant. He's like, whatever. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm here. Yeah, no, whatevs. I mean, we're going to do the thing here in a second, but, you know, whatever. Whatevs right now. You guys, keep cheering. No, I mean, keep cheering, but, like, we finally got the Legends Never Die. If you guys watch Danny's channel, you'd understand, like, the reference to Legends. So it makes absolute sense. Yes, he is. The thing about Violator, he's one of the few that I didn't test something on, and his video didn't take off. And I'm wondering if it has something to do with the name.
And from Blackpool, England, weighing in at 228 pounds, Dave.
It's funny, I've got to change. I know we can't hear it, but I can hear it. I do got to change some of the music. Some of them are coming out to the same music. But yeah, if you check out Dave, this is the created wrestler that, without a doubt, hands down, tattoos are on point. If there was one that you guys wanted to download and copy and figure out how that happened, it's Dave. You download them, then you go in and see how they were set up, where they were set up. I would take them and just move them a little bit and try to get them back into position. For sure. Yeah, that's what it seems like, Digital. It's like, I got better things to do, but, you know, got to get paid.
And from Houston, Texas, weighing in at 234 pounds, Edward Cardano.
Ed's pyro is on point. You see him. I think this is a much better representation. Like when you watch Ed wrestle and watch the attitude of the whole thing, I think like this entrance attire, the entrance makes way more sense. And right now, Ed is on pace to become like the greatest light heavyweight championship. Might even beat Dragunov. So, hasn't done it yet. So we will see. But he is on pace to do that. So he will get the very first shot again at the light heavyweight title. Yeah. So, you know, these matches, it's kind of funny. And to be honest, I don't know who's paired up with who. Like, it's been too long now. We know Simba and Rowdy, Dave and Ed, Night Violator and Kempsey, Danny and Bama because they have masks. I'm going to forget that here in a second. Like, I just remembered that. And then this is where we'll start getting more interesting. Now you're going to start having, and it's hard to keep up with all the action, you're going to start having some people sneak in and out. Now, what's really weird is typically the women's version of this match goes off a lot better because they switch on and off a lot more. For some reason, the male wrestlers tend, and I like that there's a difference to be honest, but the male wrestlers tend to stick with one person more, or that may have been fixed. But I like that there's two different styles of it, you know what I mean? Yeah, if I was the ref too, I'd be like, there's too much stuff going on. And because of that, I would like to see like some of these guys that have their underhanded comeback moves, like, you know, the brass knuckles. I'd like to see, like, if the referee's looking away, that they actually use it. If the ref happens to turn around and catch it, you know, they get disqualified. Wow. That was quick. Look at Ed. And Ed's in the light heavyweight division. Just took out Rowdy with a quickness. And now you're going to start getting your free buy matches. And you guys saw the ratings. It's not like Ed's rated 99 or 100. I don't even know if it's possible to make a 100 rated wrestler, but maybe. It's not like he's rated. They're all rated pretty similar. All of our wrestlers are. I only have one that all of a sudden they send out more. Ooh, Danny takes out Simba. Oh. And see, I don't think in this one, I don't think he can be knocked out in it. I think it's only that other match. Violator just on another level right now. Oh, that's Ed's finishing move right there. I mean, the way this is going, it almost looks like it's going to come down to Violator. Unless they get tangled up right here. Oh, you don't want Violator having that. I was going to say, you don't want him having it. Oh. What? That should put Violator out. If the ref was anywhere close. "10 years later." Oh, that stage finishing move. That is super cool to see on like a guy that's that big. See, and right when we're like, oh, it's going to come down to these two guys. Turns out it doesn't. Bama kicks out. Dave just walked around with the stop sign. What's funny, I think the only people left are all light heavyweights. Oh, that stage finishing move. The Twisted Tango, the new version of the Twisted Tango. Oh, look. That's why those two weren't fighting.
Here are your winners.
I'm telling you, like, I'm not actually shocked by this. Now, the tattoo that was on Dave, do you guys like it better over the eye or do you like it better somewhere else? Yeah, we can change moves, for sure. And really, you haven't debuted yet, you know what I mean? So, right now, it wouldn't even technically be changing. Did you have a finisher in mind? Like, do you know the name of the finisher you want it changed to? Once you know that, just let me know. Because we can change it for sure. But see, look, we have 2 spots left. You guys know I like to keep 2 spots, so like it's almost like we're full up. It would have to be compelling. However, I say that, but look, we have War Walters, who should be a staple. So far, everybody here, yes. Now, Tia Tyson, we don't know. She's a brand new wrestler. If she's doing well and it's compelling, but how many other like wrestlers have we had that end up not making the cut? So there's possibly one slot. These guys are all staples. So Scott Steiner, I've got him downloaded, but there's a regular Scott Steiner, but it's the old version of Scott Steiner, and maybe that's fine. Maybe we do something where Scott Steiner reverts back to his old self, you know, or maybe I don't know. Who knows what we do with that? Ric Flair. I don't typically keep Ric Flair, so that's 3 spots that we could open up. Pamela Hart, maybe she's not that intriguing. Maybe she leaves. That's 4 spots. Mortis, might not keep him, might not be an interesting thing. Lex Luger, I typically don't keep because I can't make it stick. Lance Storm is staying. As many times I've. Shamrock, that's another one where he's probably staying, though. Kelly Kidman, probably staying. I've seen her wrestle a couple times now, and Sub-Zero and Glacier. Maybe Sub-Zero goes on a singles run, and we don't need Glacier anymore. So you can see Dean Malenko's another one. I love Dean Malenko. I just can't ever seem to get the thing. Benoit, possibly. I love Benoit, but I know people get triggered by Benoit, and for good reason. Like, it's one of the few things where I'm like, I get it, because I don't like at all. Like, there's no excuse for what he did. So you can see there's like 5 or 6 spots that could be opened up if we needed them to be opened up. Now, Mortis tag teams with the Hurricane. Maybe McWayne, since he's got the same colors as the Hurricane and Mortis, maybe he combines forces there and they form a faction. The trios. I don't know. Let's check that out. Is that the one you want? It is buried in these notes right here, but I don't think so. Just have to see it. So let's grab you real quick. Yeah, you're right. I don't like that move either. It's an interesting, like, maybe signature type move. Yeah. No, you know what? I think Teddy had this move. I think Teddy had that move, but we don't have Teddy in there anymore, so we can do that. I don't know about the curves. Yeah, maybe, but this seems like a finishing move, without a doubt. And see, I would have eventually saw that too, and had to switch it back to. That one actually was. I don't know. That one's close enough to where it's a little bit different, but. Did I miss it? Element OP? Element OP? Now, if you guys have seen your own finishing moves and you guys come up with names for them, if you notice, I don't have names for all the finishing moves. You guys want to name it something, especially if it's kind of funny? Okay, so if it is the Rolling Unprettier, red and yellow. Remember, we talked about this, red and yellow. The signature moves. Okay, red's fine, and red's fine. But the only thing is, like, that's a finishing move. Like, we can't have that. Like, super kicks, like sweet chin music. That's like 2 finishing moves. I don't like that move. That move takes way too long to set up. Red, yellow, red, yellow. See, this would make sense. But let me see if we can find a cool one. Okay, that's kind of cool. Actually, I kind of like that. Red, yellow. I like the idea. Gotta remember the size too. Not as a signet. That's somebody's finisher, so we can't do that, because I kind of like that too. No. No. It seems like something JD or JP could do. I like it's that is one of my favorite moves. So we have the swinging neck breaker. And the throwback. Swinging neck breaker. I think it's 5. Swinging neck breaker 5. Oh. And the throwback. Okay. We got to make sure that it lines up. Otherwise, you'll be at a huge disadvantage. If you guys are creating your own movesets and your signature move doesn't line up with your finishing move, I watch it all the time. Like, I'll download wrestlers. And I'm like, why did that not line up? Yeah, and we are getting close too, Bama. But hey, have a great day. And I will see you maybe Saturday. Let's just double check everybody. You guys should always, like, when I jump in for the first time in the day, I jump onto my faction and close it out. That way I can get my daily rewards. And if I ever want to play it, then I've been getting daily rewards. So far, I've not ever done anything with it, but if I ever did, I'll probably look at it a little bit closer soon. Let's look at. Let me just make sure. I don't think. I don't think we have one version of one person that I liked better last year over this year. Let's see if we can do this. I want to show you guys this. We talk about this all the time, right? Ace kick 2. Okay. Ace kick 2. I'll check that out. With what we've been doing with the shorts to let people know where to go to download things, look at this, 1,520 downloads. Like, don't get me wrong, for like the big guys, that's nothing, right? But for us, that's huge. Again, we're like maybe 200 downloads last year. We have 54 wrestlers you can download now. We'll get into seeing. I just wanted to show you the overall. So let's get into the downloads, the superstars. Let's see if we can do this without the game crashing. If it crashes, we will see you guys on Saturday. But let's just finish this up with looking at. Okay. And I do have to upload. Like, I don't have Lady Rock uploaded yet, and I don't have Tia Taylor's? No. God, it's going to come to me. So if we go and we look at most downloaded, this is on, please. So look at this, 64 downloads for JP, that's JP's guy. But 44 downloads, 35 downloads, 32 downloads, Blackheart 27 downloads, our version of JP 22, Isabella's got 22, Dragonoff 21, that's starting to get normal, Rowdy, look at that, 21. Miss Nightmare that had 0 downloads, I had to take her down and put her back up, 21 downloads, Blaze 20, Witcher 20, Recon Delta, remember he was really low, but now he's starting to get some too. 1818, Miss Frost. Oh, God, dog it. Fingers crossed. 16. Dave, I had to do the same thing. 15 downloads now. Angel, 15. KVD, Cecil. Kezaboo, Crimson, I'm shocked isn't higher. Bama. Rowdy, I think by far is the most downloaded horseman. Sub-Zero, 11. GC Rock. Tekrin starts the single-digit ones, but look, War Walter's already getting 9 downloads. Pony making a comeback. Don't call it a comeback. Pony's been here for years. Digital making a comeback. Like, so it's very interesting, and we're going to start re-releasing Night Violator. Remember, I tried him twice. This is the 3rd time, but 7 downloads now. So, the old version of Rowdy. Oh, Frank Frost. See, and that's why I like keeping like the 2 slots open. We might take some of these and take them one time and like download them and let them have a match. Now, the only weird ones, like I'm shocked at this. This is, nope, that was me. So that is Rebecca. I'm shocked by her, by Max, Tearful, Sentinel. It's shocking. But you see on here that there's no Walter or Brute, and that's why we had to go with our 2 guys. So we won't, at least for now, we're not going to be downloading them. But yeah, kind of crazy. Same thing. Now this is another one, just kind of like on another level. If we go in here, we change it up to championships. Let's look at our championship belts. I see you guys don't get too into. I don't see you guys uploading too many of these belts. So most downloaded. 89 downloads, 37 downloads, 25, 20. All the way through 10. That's a lot of downloads for these belts, though. The women's Raw titles, by far, the greatest. And then you look at some of the world titles, the SmackDown world title, my favorite belt right there. All the way through this belt, the women's championship belt. Now, what's funny about some of these, like I'm shocked this one's actually not downloaded more, these 2 right here. I don't know who did that. Oh, he didn't do hashtag totes. He put totes legit. But yeah. And then the female, I'm kind of shocked that that's not done better either. Or this United States title. But anyway, guys, that is going to do it for right now. Remember, drop likes on the video, subscribe for new, turn on the bell notifications, of course. But it's not just about that stuff. It's about joining the community. If this is stuff like that you really enjoy doing and hanging out with a really good group of people that's sitting down in the chat right now, come join the community. Very inclusive community. Um, would love to have you, and that's all you ever have to do to join the channel. It's all free. Like, I know how it sounds. You're like, oh, subscriptions, that costs money. Doesn't cost no money. Just show up, have a good time. So, but remember, guys, like, subscribe, share the video. Prove all the haters wrong. You are a good sharer. And we'll catch you guys all in the next one. And probably on Saturday. And we'll talk about the fishing trip. God dog it, we didn't talk about the fishing trip. I'm going to talk to you guys about the fishing trip next. But we'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.